Hey guys, Andrew Augustiniak here from Neighborhood Loans, Augustiniak Lending Team. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We have AI, ChatGPT. I usually have topics that are planned based on what's happened in my week, but today I'm going to ask ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it to ask me 5 questions that are mortgage related, real estate related, and I'm going to answer the questions that ChatGPT asked me. So we're going to give me 5 questions that would be good to answer for a YouTube video that are relevant to news in real estate or mortgage today. All right, 5 questions asked by ChatGPT that are relevant to today in the mortgage or real estate world. Number 1, will interest rates drop in 2026, or is now the time to buy or refinance? Okay, so ChatGPT, thank you for this question. So I get this. This is probably the most common question, which is probably why ChatGPT asked it, because I bet you ChatGPT gets asked this every single day. Interest rates, right? At the end of the day, I tell every single home buyer, do not stress out over interest rates. Interest rates are going to be what they are. A mortgage is a financial tool to purchase a home, and interest rates over time will go up and down. And what happens? People will refinance, people will cash out refinance, people will sell. You're usually not actually holding on to that mortgage for the 30-year term or 20-year term. But to at least answer the question, do I believe that interest rates will drop? I believe they will. We've already seen a drop compared to last year. This year overall, we've kind of been pretty much level, maybe a little bit lower than where we were in January. So I personally believe interest rates will. When or why? Only time will tell. But at the end of the day, do not change your time frame and be like, oh, I'm going to wait 2 months to try and save a quarter. A 0.25% is not that much. A 0.25% is not going to make a difference. But what I can tell you is when interest rates do go down, you're going to see an influx of borrowers who have all been sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy. So do you want to buy before that happens? 1,000%, because when values go up because interest rates have gone down, you want to own that asset. Number 2, I love how ChatGPT talks. What's the deal with the new credit scoring model and how does it affect your mortgage approval? So we haven't really transitioned fully to using the new scoring model. We will be. The issue is every entity has to basically reprogram, because which scoring models get inputted into the loans, into all of our different loan operating systems. We haven't all of a sudden just switched scoring models yet. They basically say that, rent will start being taken into consideration for mortgages. All of that is all news hype. Nothing has changed as of today. How that will be implemented, how that will take effect, only time will tell. And when that is, we just don't know. Number 3, are 0 down payment and first-time buyer assistance programs still available in 2025? Yes, all the time. You don't even have to be a first-time homebuyer to use down payment assistance. We have down payment assistance grants. We have down payment assistance loans. We have 100% financing on an FHA loan. So yes, that has always been around. And no, you don't need to be a first-time homebuyer to use it. Number 4, can real estate investors still tap into equity with rates this high? Yes. And even ChatGPT knew, because they threw out my own website, theheloc.com. We have an AI HELOC, a second loan program that you can pull on a primary, second home, or investment home that allows you to tap into equity, not touching that first mortgage, and pulling out funds to then reinvest into other properties, home improvements, whatever that may be. But yes, investors can tap into the equity of any investment properties they have using our HELOC at theheloc.com. All right, number 5. Is the housing market going to crash, or is this the new normal? Again, I love the questions. You can tell that ChatGPT asks the questions that it's asked from other people. Is the housing market going to crash? No, most likely not. Will it go up and down? For sure. The reality is different markets will act different. Different states have people moving out, different areas have people moving in. It all depends on the state, honestly, even down to the neighborhood. There's a neighborhood in Queen Creek that the $800,000 price point is not selling, yet there's 2 neighborhoods over where 1.4 is selling like Hot Pockets. It all comes down to the neighborhood, the state, the weather, the location, the political views, the economic factors. Now, crash-wise, what caused the last crash is mortgage products that all of a sudden that people couldn't afford. Nowadays, honestly, for the last 15 years, mortgage products have been boring. People have low interest rates. They're less likely to sell. So no, it's not likely to crash. Could values come down? Yeah, they've come down a little bit from last year. They've come out a little bit from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So market will always go like this. But certain markets, when you look at the overall plane, will slowly always go up over time because people always need a house to live. People are always graduating colleges. We have so many people getting into the market at any given point that the reality is could it crash? Yes, but it would take something unexpected for that to happen. But you look at somewhere like Arizona, right, over since 2020, jumped big time value increases from 2020 to 2022. Well, it leveled off, but we still have a large increase comparing 2025 to 2020. If you look at somewhere like Kentucky has less people moving there. So their home values aren't really going up, but it's not going down. It's kind of just staying flat because you have less people moving in, less people moving out. So you have to look at different markets. So that is me answering questions from ChatGPT. If you guys have any questions, our team does loans in 45 different states. Feel free to shoot me a DM. All my contact info is in my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe and we'll catch you on the next video.